All right, guys, it is 6:37 p.m., not a.m., Wednesday, and we survived the absolutely crazy rainstorm. We lost power. The trees were sideways. It was pitch black a few hours ago. It was wild. But anyway, tomorrow is a recovery day, and I always say the best workouts start the night before, and also the best recovery days start the night before because recovery is a mindset. It's not just about the mileage. It's about how we approach the whole day. So tomorrow I'm going to be getting some recovery miles in a shoe that we haven't run in quite some time, the New Balance SC Trainer V2. I'm on a little bit of a revisiting tour, and guys, I still got, look at that. We still got some stuff in boxes that we can crack open, but I want to extract as much value from some of these shoes and provide as much value and analysis and insights and get as many miles from the shoes that we have out here as possible before dipping into some of the new stuff. So SC Trainer V2, this was a favorite over the past, 5 or 6 months when I got it. Nice, soft, bouncy. The Skyward X, though, came into the rotation recently and has been eating its lunch a little bit. So tomorrow, we're going to do some nice recovery miles in this guy. I'm going to take you through how I recover from these 100-plus mile weeks. I think we're clipping off 120, 130 this week if we think about long run Sunday to Friday. So we're in a bit of a squeeze with the mileage right now. So I'm excited to get a nice, smooth, easy, relaxed run in the SC Trainer V2 and see how it holds up to some of the newer shoes we have out here. So I will see you guys in the AM. Bang. All right, guys, it is boom. Look at that, 7 on the dot, and we're gonna make some coffee. Look at this. We're gonna make some coffee in a second, but hold on. So I was telling you guys, I had to get some simpler coffee for Charles. She did not like the complexity of that fermented Hyro Arcelas. This is from Hatchet. We'll open this in a second, but I want to do the overview of SC Trainer V2 really quickly. Talk about all the things that I loved about this shoe. So SC Trainer V2, plated training shoe, but a little bit different than shoes like the Boston and the Speed 4 and the Tier Valkyrie, because this thing is designed a little bit more, or I don't even know if it's designed, but the experience of it on foot is a little bit more of comfort than speed. So it does have the full length carbon fiber plate in here, but this fuel cell foam, this is the key. It is super soft, and it actually, maybe I'll fire up the Drometer later, but it came in, I think it's the second softest foam after the New Balance fuel cell, which is really soft. So you have the plate in here as a necessity to stabilize the foam. And it feels like some of these shoes with plates, something like the Boston, right, where you have those rods, probably doesn't need to have the rods in there. It would probably be stable enough without them, but it's just going to add a little bit more structure to the shoe. This guy 100% needs the plate. It would be way too squirrely without it. So stability is not going to be as good as some of the other shoes with firmer foams, but the underfoot comfort is amazing. Double-edged sword though a little bit, because it can feel sometimes a little bit too soft for some runners. That's a complaint I've heard, which is why I've been so hype about the Skyward X there, because it doesn't feel too soft at all, but it does have that nice soft bounce. So SC Trainer V2 here was one of my favorite shoes for recovery. For long runs, I've taken it up to 20 miles a few times, but as I've brought some more stuff in the office here, like the Skyward X, the Super Blast, I was running in those a little bit more, Nova Blast, just to test them, really. There's no reason I stopped running in this guy other than I haven't really been testing it a lot, but I want to do a better job of highlighting some of these shoes after I've done all the necessary tests on them, especially this guy. And one of the main reasons I want to do it is to see if it's still competitive with those shoes I mentioned, right? Nova Blast, Skyward X, and I don't love the Super Blast, but let's see if there's another shoe I would compare it with. I guess Triumph. I don't love that shoe too, but really Nova Blast and Skyward X are the two shoes that have taken this guy's spot a little bit. So we're going to get 10 recovery miles in here. It's got the fuel cell foam. Upper is decent. Big old stack. Look at that. We got to get this. I always have pieces of boxes just in here. I try to keep my office clean, but it's hard. It's hard out here for a shoe reviewer.
But yeah, fuel cell foam, carbon fiber plate, decently comfortable upper. It's time to go rip that coffee open though. I can hear footsteps over there. See you guys. Ballin'. Alright guys, let's see. Hatchet Coffee. So these guys are based out in Boone, North Carolina. In the mountains. One of our favorite places. Look at this thing. Spring blend. They say honeysuckle, sugarcane, peach. They also did say, I think it's a blend of some Colombian and Ethiopians. Let's do a little smell test here. Smells like coffee. I think it's going to be unobjectionable. They make solid coffee though. And they wrote us a note. Look at that. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Breakfast and coffee time. I know I said see you in a sec, but I was just weighing this, and you have to look at it because you can see it's a blend, right? And you can see in here the different types of beans. You have these smaller beans, which I think the smaller ones are probably from Ethiopia, and then you have the bigger beans. So you can literally see that it's a blend of different types of beans, which is really cool. So I know blends get a bad rep sometimes, and a lot of us like to go for the single origin, but sometimes it is nice to have a simple coffee, especially if you want your wife to like you. Bang. Beautiful wife, beautiful life, baby, let's go. Also, beautiful coffee, beautiful day. It smells a lot milder than what we've been drinking, but it'll get the job done. It will get the job done.
Did you get a package?
Coffee. Nice bow. Supwell certified.
She's a girl.
Swag. Got another bunny out here. It's lucky. Also, it's at the one spot of our grass that has those little weed flowers. Longevity makes the grass look perfect, but I think that little climbing gym thing there, that used to be where those flowers are, so now we got weeds there. It kills me to look out and see that. And then somebody left the little splash pad out there. It's a Star Wars splash pad. Got for like $5 at the thrift store. Man, that bunny is just posted up, bro. He said, this is my house now, bro. But yeah, yesterday we had a pretty crazy rainstorm. It was insane. The trees were sideways. I felt like I was going to get blown over when I went outside, but looks a little bit milder today. I don't think... Oh, we still got a little bit of wind. But I don't think we're going to have another crazy storm like that today. Just rabbits posted up eating our grass. No, it's eating the grass. Charlie said it's probably not good because of all the fun stuff Longevity puts in it to make it look nice. Alright guys, breakfast time. You're actually making that? Oh, fire. Get Reevesy? Yeah. Spring blend hatchet. I didn't do your steamed milk. Okay. Alright guys, one sip. Everybody knows the rules. Hatchet spring blend.
You're the same cuteness, but just both of you so cute. You were so cute, Mason.
It's got some good texture to it. It does have that nice leathery mouthfeel that you look for in a natural processed coffee. And it also has some of those darker cherry notes. I think Charlie's going to be pleased with this one. You have to do the taste test for us too. Okay. Look at that denim half apron. The people are saying they want a nutrition e-guide.
They want what?
Nutrition e-guide. She said she would do that. Let's go. Stay tuned. Steamed milk. Life-changing. Hold on, Rizzy.
I like it. It's perfect. Yeah.
Inoffensive?
Yeah, inoffensive, but it's not coffee.
Okay, it has some more depth to it.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I was hating. Shit is not coffee.
It's coffee to you.
No, it does have some more of those raspberry, blackberry notes. Yeah. Good job, Hatchet. By the way, Hatchet mug right there.
This is not up to my standards,
It
y'all.
looks good.
So I was working with what I got.
Damp bread.
It's not damp bread. No, it's definitely.
It looks French toasty.
Yeah, it is. But,
Look at that steaming. She said it's not up to her standards. It's a recovery run day. It's okay. Ah, fire.
Or strawberry syrup? Or you just want regular? Regular schmegula, degula, but that makes sense. Give you a real plate today. What do you think? Oh, that was nice of you, Ira. Thank you. I need to use a real plate though because you want syrup?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna wear for my graduation.
Yeah, we should probably pack up today.
Wheels on bus. All right, look at this. This is Mason's breakfast. It's not mine, but a little vegan French toast. You get the whole wheat bread from Trader Joe's, just egg. Got to soak it. No jokes today. And then you put the earth balance and a little maple syrup on top. Bang, fire. And she did all that before school drop off, man. Put some respect on her grind. Drop a bomb on that. Yeah.
I know that you'll do it later.
No, that was good. That was good.
Our date night last night?
Our date night? Oh yeah, last night we watched Larry June music videos on the couch. What was your favorite one?
I like the Napa one.
Meet Me in Napa, yeah, fire. I showed that one the other day.
Yeah, I like the Napa one, and then I really like the Tokyo one with all the
Sticking and moving.
yeah.
Yeah, with all the drivers.
All the drivers.
Yeah, that one was cool.
The female driver's fire.
Yeah, she's cool. She has the Nissan car. Yeah, if you need some inspiration for your Friday, because this is going to drop Friday morning, go watch Meet Me in Napa by Larry June. And then go watch Stickin' and Movin' by Larry June. Maybe I'll just put them in the description. And then go watch Turkish Cotton by Larry June. I have to give 3. That's a good one. That's one of my favorite all-time songs from The Great Escape, which you gave me, the album. She gave me the album on vinyl. Fire.
Yeah, it was the bottom of the.
How was it? Thumbs up? Double thumbs up. Oh, you got a double thumbs up, unprompted.
Daddy.
Yeah.
This means more than what?
Yeah, you had 2 thumbs up. Also, yeah, you can't. That's a weird thing about it.
Means what?
Yeah, but you don't say thumb up. I don't know why. That's a really good question. That's genius. It should be thumb up, but it's thumbs no matter what.
Bang.
All right, guys, look at that. 2 pieces of the French toast, just egg, strawberry sauce,
Maple syrup butter.
maple syrup butter. You have anything to say about crafting this morning concoction? She said, "You're welcome." All right, see you guys in a bit. Run time, family time.
I also like this joke. Daddy, I'm done.
All right, they're all packed up, ready to go to school. Let's do this thing. SC Trainer V2 recovery run. Now, it's funny because this is a recovery run, right? But I actually don't feel, my legs don't feel that bad. So 2 days ago, let's see. Yeah, 2 days ago, I did a 20-mile double. And this guy, awesome shoe, Deviate Nitro 2 from Puma. Then yesterday, I did a 20-mile double in this guy, mid, as the kids say, mid. It is just so forgettable. Just, wow, do not buy this shoe. Saucony Ride 17. Very boring, very bland. There's a better shoe for every single use case. If you're thinking of buying this shoe, let me know why, and I'll tell you what shoe you should get instead. That's the same price or cheaper. But 40 miles in the past 2 days. So today, taking the mileage down to 10 miles, and then we got the long run tomorrow. So I'm going to go get changed, and then we can pop into the SC Trainer V2. All right, it is 69. It'll probably be 70 something by the time we finish. So I think that's shirt on weather. I'm not sure. I thought we were firmly in shirt off territory, but we might have to go shirt on today. Of course, we got the shorts. Bada boom. Adidas shorts, man. I got 2 of these at REI last summer when I was at Duke, and I forgot a bunch of shorts. Either last summer or the summer before. I got these for like $10 each. It was insane. Of course, you know what socks we're going to go with. I need a partnership with them at this point or something, because I've been giving them way too much free marketing. Features. Boom. Brick. Boom. And then shirt. Let's go bright orange shirt to match our vibrant red SC Trainer V2. And then hat. Bada boom. Oh, okay. There we go. REI. Shout out REI, man. I don't know why I shout out REI. Just, they're a good vibe store. Anytime I walk in there, I'm like, yeah, outdoors, yeah, boom. This shirt is REI too. So, man, my whole fit is REI. Well, these are Adidas, but I got them at REI. I'm unaffiliated, though. I'm independent. All right. I'm going to get this stuff on, and then we can pop out for this run. Recovery run. Recovery run. It's lots of fun doing recovery runs. All right, so look at these. Boom. SC Trainer V2. And whoa, how'd that end up there? This is actually... So this is the Skechers Max Road 6 jumping out on us, jumping out of line. Get back in line. But this is a really similar shoe to the SC Trainer V2 with the soft, supercritical gas-infused foam, a little bit of a higher stack, the width. This might be one of the most underrated shoes out there on the market right now. And it looks like a pair of Heelys, which is cool. So I might have to do a head-to-head between these two guys here. And look at this rocker. Look at that. Let's see. I don't know. The Max Road 6. Look at how it just glides from bow to crest. I don't know. Stern to bow. I'm not a nautical guy. We didn't have boats in the streets of Lowell. Kidding. Charlie gets so triggered when I say anything about the streets of Lowell. Yeah, I think shirt on was probably the right call. Oh, you saw that? Those went in 2 opposite directions. That was crazy. All right, guys. So plan for the run this morning, 90 minutes. I don't know why I led with that, but 10 miles, probably 90 minutes. And the reason I think 90 minutes is on my brain is because I talk a lot about, in any of the training videos I do, and just in general, I talk a lot about these recovery runs being a linchpin, a foundation, a building block of my style of training and my philosophy of running in general. If you can build up consistently to hitting these 90-minute runs a few times a week, and I won't even say you, I will share my personal experience, anecdotes from a running addict. When I started building up hitting 90 consistently, probably last summer, fall, it was only back then, or maybe last winter, actually 2023 winter, so it's been about, let's call it 15 months. Once I started being able to do that, I felt the long runs get a lot easier. So if you're currently doing 90-minute to 2-hour long runs, and when I was doing that, I was getting gassed at the hour 45 mark every time when I was ripping off 16s. But then when I started doing these 90-minute recovery runs and nice, easy, aerobic, gentle, relaxed pace, the 2-hour runs became a little bit easier, and recovery in general became a little bit easier. And so with today being a recovery day, I'm not going to be sitting around all day and scrolling on my phone, though that is fun to do sometimes. And it's a work day. I kind of wish I could just do that. But getting out here, doing these 10 miles in the morning, it keeps the legs moving. It also helps keep me sane, and that's why I run. I do not like taking days off. So these recovery days are a way for me to take the mileage down. Like I said, yesterday was a 20-mile double day. The day before was a 20-mile double day. So getting out here for some nice relaxed mileage, it helps maintain that aerobic fitness. It helps move the legs, and it helps set me up for a beautiful rest of the day because I got some exercise in the morning. So it's not necessarily about taking it completely off, and depending on where your fitness is and how experienced you are with running, it might make sense for your rest days or your recovery days to be complete rest. But man, advocating in general right now, and I am advocating. It's not prescription. It's advocation? Advocacy. I'm an advocate. I advocate for not taking any days completely off if you want to build a habit and doing a 10-minute walk. Going down there, if I were trying to build a running habit, starting from scratch, what I would do, of course, not run every day. I think it's a horrible idea to just try to start doing something every day. But I would go down there. You see that? Guys, secret, that thing right there, that's where I put the camera when I do the breakdown. But I would go down there every day when I weren't running and just touch it. Put my shoes on, lace my shoes up, just touch it and walk back. I think it's so powerful to have these habits that we reinforce. And so if you're training for your first 5K or first 10K, I would ask you to do something every day toward that, whether it's a 10-minute ab exercise or even 10 push-ups if you haven't been active before, doing 10 push-ups on your off days from running or doing a 10-minute walk around the neighborhood. I think all of those things, did I do 2 fingers for walking? I don't know, but I think all those things can help reinforce that, hey, we are committed every day to doing something to get us toward our goal, to improve our health, to improve our longevity, to improve our mindset, our mental state, our mental toughness, our mental health, our wellness, whatever we want to call it, baby. But we're out here every day putting in the work. And when I do take the day completely off, I'm still out here running around the grass, playing lacrosse or doing chalk, or sometimes just sitting, scrolling on my phone, but trying to get outside every day and enjoy everything that this has to offer. So with that bloviation, just out here bloviating on my soapbox, we're going to get a recovery run in. Hold on. I want to talk about the shoes for a second. So it's interesting because Skyward X was the last soft plated training shoe that I ran in. I guess Max Road 6, but after running in a few of these other shoes, these do not feel nearly as impressive as when I first put them on. And I do think that this fuel cell foam in here compresses a lot. And it's interesting because a guy actually, a friend of the channel, commented recently that after 20 miles, he liked these shoes a lot more because they felt less bouncy. And man, I do think this is a shoe where they lose some of that initial pop and bounce pretty quickly, and then they ease into becoming something else. So I'll see how they feel out there today. The other thing I wanted to mention was this is the most comfortable plated training shoe for walking around. If I wanted to buy a shoe in this category and needed to use it for travel or whatever else it might be, this is a really comfortable one. I would wear this just around town because of how soft and comfortable it is, and I have seen people walking around in this thing, and yeah, we do get this nice little roll here. But the foam is definitely compressed a little bit more than when I first got it out of the box, now that it has about 100 miles on it, which I don't mind. So with that, let us actually do this run. Man, another day, another rainstorm. But rain or shine, every time we get the miles. Today, a dime piece, 10.23, right in that recovery zone. 8 minutes, 3 seconds, 1 hour and 22 minutes in the SC Trainer V2 here. And I didn't tell you guys about this yet in this video, but I ran in the V1, put about 20 miles in them, did not like them, and sent them back. This was in 2022. So I actually was one of the few who didn't get along with the V1. I found them bottom heavy, I found them clunky, and then the V2 came along here, and I decided to give them another shot, and they just felt a little bit more streamlined, a little bit easier to run in. And I'm wondering now if I tried the V1, if I would like them again, because I'm in a different phase of training where I'm doing more of this high mileage, and I like the Skyward X, which people are saying is similar to the V1. And I agree, and remember V1 feeling a little bit similar to that Skyward X, but I don't know. Just remember it feeling bottom heavy. So, yeah, shirt came off here, but then it started pouring on us. And yeah, we could not catch a break right now out here in the Charlotte burbs. It's just been raining for days. I think it's rained every day for the past 5 days maybe. But regardless, people were out walking, running this morning. It was nice. I saw one of my friends. She's actually the president of the Barefoot Mafia, rocking those Vibram 5 fingers. But, you know, her and I, we still get along. We still talk. I will run alongside next to her sometimes. But she's in her 60s, and she told me she's completed probably, I forget the exact number she said, but in the teens marathons in those barefoot shoes. But she was actually walking today, so I stopped. I paused my watch and walked alongside her for a few minutes, and she told me that she can't run right now, and she's not sure if she can run at all anymore because she started getting these tingling sensation in her feet, in her hands. But she's still out here. She said she's trying to keep the habit up with the walking, and then as soon as she can start running again, get back to it. But man, hearing that makes me really grateful that we can be out here, rain or shine. Awesome, fun shoe like the SC Trainer V2 or brick like the Triumph 22. It just makes me enjoy everything that we have out here. And also, it reinforces to me the importance of keeping that habit up. She was still getting after it walking, keeping that system in place so that when her body, if her body allowed her to get back to it, it would be that much easier to just slot in because she's already every day getting out there doing her loops around the neighborhood. So, shout out to the president of the Barefoot Mafia. It's my homegirl. But all right, let's get this breakdown in. SC Trainer V2, 10-mile recovery run. And it's really raining, so. Can you see that? It's kind of hard to get rain on camera. Oh, you can see that right there. Look at that. So you know what? It looks like it's going to stop in a sec. Let's do the breakdown in a minute. Get some recovery in first. I actually want to pop my burrito in the oven right away to make sure my calories are good today. And this is the thing with these recovery days, guys. I told you, it's not just about the miles. It's about the mindset, and it's also about the calories. For these recovery days, I try to get in as many, and let's take these in, try to get in as many calories as possible. And doing this as quickly as possible after the run will be super helpful. Frozen burrito. Frozen burrito. So this is my last frozen burrito. Boom. It's got the carbs, the protein, the fat, everything you need. And I showed you guys this yesterday, but we just pop it right in the oven here, 30 minutes, and we're good to go. So today I'll probably try to do 2 lunches. Again, these recovery days are all about refueling, making sure I can get back out there. And this week is a little bit of a crunch because I'm going to have to do my long run tomorrow. So that's going to be something like 70 miles in 4 days, which is a lot, on pace for a 130-mile week, which is not the goal. But sometimes if we're committed to this mileage, we have to do things like that to get it in. Because I know I'm not going to be able to get a long run on Saturday or Sunday because we're going to be staying in a hotel. And it's going to be tough to even get my morning 10 in. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it anyway. So yeah, today's recovery to make sure that we can get decently fueled up for the long run tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be the prettiest, but we got the long run streak I don't even know if I want to call it a streak. I'm just committed to doing the long run, so going to get refueled up so I can do that and feel good after. So this is lunch number 1 right here, burrito. And I already showed you guys this water thing is so fickle. But now I'm remembering. Hold on. We'll drink the water. But there was one thing I wanted to show you guys from earlier. Take a look at this. Not this. That's the run. Sleep. So the other thing was, because we're going away this weekend, I know that my sleep is not going to be great. And also last week when I was in Savannah, my sleep was horrible. So last night I got 8 hours and 12 minutes. I'm averaging 7 hours and 47 minutes over the past week, which has got to be one of my best averages of all time. Let's see if I can close this. If this is going to help the glare. Yeah. And then take a look. I have a 5-day streak here. This is really, it's not focusing. Yeah, 5-day streak, 8:12, 8:05, 8:18, 8:23, and 8:17. And I'm proud of that because it is so hard to consistently get over 8 hours of sleep with everything that we do. So we got to celebrate the little wins. And I know for a fact the next 3 nights, and I'll show you again on Monday, but I know for a fact the next 3 nights are going to be a little bit rough because tomorrow I'm going to have to wake up early for the long run. Saturday, I'm going to have to wake up early because graduation is at 9 a.m. and I need to get in 10 miles before that, and then similar thing Sunday. So this is what I like to call bank-in sleep. And you can see we got 4 hour and 55 minutes. That was actually the night after I came home from Savannah because I needed to wake up early to get my miles in before I hung out with the family because it was my first day back home. So we're trying to bank some sleep. I'm not a sleep scientist. I don't know if this is if you can exactly bank it, but I think it's a little bit better to average 8 hours going into a rough patch of sleep than averaging 6 hours going into a rough patch of sleep. So it's like I'm back to baseline now, and then I can go destroy myself for 3 days and then rebuild back to baseline. But yeah, that's the sleep right there. We're at about still under 8 hours over the average over the past week, but 6 out of the last 7 nights are over 8 hours. And man, I feel so much better when I'm consistently getting over 7 hours of sleep. And I think especially with the amount of exercise that I'm doing, and whether you're running or lifting, whatever it is. But look, today I got 1 hour and 25 minutes. Yesterday, 2 hours, 41 minutes. The day before that, 2 hours, 39 minutes. Monday, we ran in the max road, 1 hour, 23 minutes. Sunday was the long run, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Saturday, 106, Friday, 120. So we're averaging about 2 hours over the past week of exercise, and the sleep helps the body repair and recover along with the calories that we're going to have here. So the more activity that we're doing, the more sleep we need. So I'm glad I can get this little patch here of 8 hours before I go into another 5-hour patch or whatever it is. All right, let's see if we can pop outside, do this breakdown. Is it still raining? Looks like it's letting up a little bit. We'll see. And look at that. It stopped raining, mostly. Kind of. Still raining a little bit, but we'll be quick. Quick breakdown out here. Just want to talk through a little update on these, some of the how they did today, and just how they're sitting in the market right now compared to other things I've run in. It's a nice Gladiator. But all right, 10 miles, nice recovery pace in the New Balance SC Trainer V2 here, and it still has a lot of the elements that made me fall in love with the shoe in the first place. The foam still feels soft, it still has a nice bounce to it, and it still has that nice rolling underfoot comfort sensation. However, the key thing is, after running in this shoe, I've run in the Cloudmonster Hyper, I've went back to the Boston 12, I've tried the Super Blast, I've tried the Skyward X, I've tried the Max Road 6, and this is probably no longer my favorite long run shoe, but it still does hold up pretty well. And the reason we had that many howevers was because Skyward X, guys, you know, I'm gonna say that's still my favorite shoe, and that shoe offers a lot of what this has, but just amps everything up a little bit more. So that's really the main point of comparison with the shoe that was in my mind today. Skyward X offers a little bit more bounce, a little bit more comfort, and just a little bit more of that special, exciting feeling versus this shoe. And every so often a shoe comes along. The original Ultra Boost, even something like the Nike Epic React back in the day, Saucony Endorphin Speed 1 and Speed 2, ASICS Super Blast for a lot of people, Hoka Skyward X, a shoe like that comes along and reframes our opinion of what a category of shoes should do. And with me, the Skyward X shows that you can have ultimate comfort and speed in the same package. And I think that's where the SC Trainer V2 here fell a little bit flat for some people, is that it has a lighter weight than the V1. So ostensibly, it should be a faster, speed-oriented shoe, but a lot of people felt that it wasn't offering them speed. And then others who are expecting it to be a speed shoe felt that it was a little bit slow and soft for their liking. I really enjoyed it and still do enjoy it for runs exactly like today, almost like a daily trainer that has a little bit more comfort, pop, and bounce for these recovery runs and for any day where you're just not feeling it. So that's how I'd look at this shoe. It's not gonna be as crazy of a ride as something like the Skyward X. It's not going to be as light as something like the Speed 4. It's not going to be as fast as something like the Boston 12, but it's a lot more fun than a shoe like the Saucony Ride, which I was running in yesterday. It's a lot more fun than a shoe like the Pegasus. It's similar almost to a shoe like the Hoka Mach 5, where it's easy to run in, versatile, great for a lot of miles, great for a lot of different types of runs. You can run fast, you can run slow. For me, I don't mind it for different types of workouts, but it really excels for just giving me some more fun for these everyday miles. So at 100 miles and for this recovery run today, still a great shoe. There's nothing that I dislike about it. I do have to say it probably took about 30 minutes for me to really ease into the shoe, but that's like with any shoe in any run. I typically take a little bit more time to feel like the shoe is one with my foot. So the other thing I wanted to mention was the upper. Some runners have had issues with this upper here, and if you remember when I was tying it, I didn't call this out, but it was a little bunched up. You can even see it as these laces are laid out right here. There's a little bit extra bunching in this upper material. It's not a perfect upper, but there was no rubbing, there's no lace bite for me. The heel area feels comfortable, a lot better than the shoe we were running in yesterday, Saucony Ride 17, a lot better toe box width than the Puma Deviate Nitro 2. So overall, a solid shoe. And then the other thing, and it's starting to kind of come down now, so we're gonna have to go inside, unfortunately. But the other thing is outsole grip, also solid. It was raining out here today, and I didn't have any big issues with it. So overall, this is still a good shoe. And as the prices come down, the one thing is it's $180. As the prices come down to $140, which is the amount that I picked this up for, $145, this is gonna be an even better buy. So still a competitive shoe, great for recovery day. Speaking of, we gotta get our burrito out and make sure we're getting those calories in. It's starting to come down, baby. So I'll see you guys up there. Let's do it. And as we're walking up here, getting absolutely dumped on again. It's crazy how much rain can a state have? But the other thing I was gonna say is this is a great shoe for time on feet, because at the end of that run, I felt like I could keep going for another hour, 2 hours if I needed to, even though my legs are beat up. So that's the exact purpose of a shoe like this, of a shoe like the Skyward X. Once you put it on, you're not going to want to take it off because it's just that comfortable. And even if you're getting a shoe to do coffee club, run club, and then walk around town, this can do that because it's just so comfortable to have on foot for all those miles. So we got to give this thing a little wipe down and then put it back to rest. Thank you. Thank you, SC Trainer V2, for some beautiful recovery miles in the rain. A little bit of wipe down here. You gotta treat these shoes nicely and they'll treat you nicely back. And these shoes are they're like assets to me, you know? Like income producing assets. I mean, they literally are for me. But for any of us, if you got shoes, these are your fitness assets. You gotta love them. Give them a nice wipe down. And today we didn't get any. I absolutely hate that look when it gets that little mud splat in the front. Ugh. I think the Max Road 6 has that
I want to see if I can wipe those off, actually. This might be a good time to do some shoe cleanup. See, this is the thing about Recovery Day. I'm telling you, it's not just for our body. It's for our minds, too. Yeah, look at these. So, I didn't wipe off the front of them after. And you can see right here, they have a little bit of that. They just have a little bit of that dirty look. Ugh. I think these are a lost cause because I didn't get them right away. Yeah, oh man. I didn't I'm sorry, Max Road 6. Should have. Oh, look, this one's coming off. Okay. I think we just got to put a little bit more power into it. Yeah, that's actually much better. All right, I'm going to scrub. We got to scrub these hard. All right, this one might be a little bit of a lost cause, but we tried. All right, put these guys back. Oh, that was terrible. Boom. See if I think the Ride 17 can use a little bit of a wipe. Yeah. Boom. Thank you, Ride 17. Thank you, SC Trainer V2. Thank you, Max Road 6. We got to treat these shoes nicely. And it looks like whenever these shoes are all, I can tell, whenever these shoes are all out of order here, that means Reevesy boy, my son, has been in here touching stuff. But that's okay. We gotta get the kids exposed to the shoes at a young age. All right, I'm going to pull these burritos out of the oven here. Bada boom. Let's see. I think we got perfect. Yeah, we got these perfectly today. Yesterday I let them cook a little too long. But all right, that's our lunch number 1 right here. Nice little vegan burrito with the flour tortilla. There's some rice in there. I think there's some tempeh, sweet potatoes, vegan cheese. Fire. So I'm going to shower. See you guys in a bit. All right, guys, 1:30. Time for lunch number 2. Told you, we're going to be slamming these calories today. I think I'm going to go for some pasta or something. We'll see. You making dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What were you doing?
I was going to try to make my second lunch. You were going to make pasta for dinner?
Huh?
You're going to make pasta for dinner?
If you want to do pasta, do pasta. Well, it was going to be with the brand.
Okay, cool.
But I was going to do pasta for you. Because you're
Yeah.
yourself.
All right, we're just going to keep it simple. Do a little chicken sandwich action. Boom. With the vegan buffalo chicken patties. Then she's cooking up a little dinner preview. Cooking up the healthy stuff for dinner. And quick pre-lunch snack. Bang. All right, guys, quick and easy. Lunch number 2 here. We got the chicken patties all done. And sometimes with these working weekday lunches, it is all about convenience. Oh man, I over toasted my buns. So yeah, these are simple, super simple foods to make. Just these vegan buffalo chicken patties. And ideally, I would be eating roasted vegetables or chickpea curries with brown rice and farro every day. But even with how hard Charlie goes in the kitchen, chefing up all these crazy things, it's just not realistic to always have whole foods all the time. So I always like to say that when I show myself making these processed food meals because, man, convenience is the name of the game. Sometimes we got to work, we got to get the miles in. And so if I can get some calories in, and look, this is the vegan mayo, follow your heart. If I can get some calories in a simple, easy way with these foods that I know work for me to be fueled properly and not underfueled for the long run, because not having enough calories just kills me, then that's a win. So everybody's got to find what works for themselves, but having a few, what I can say is having a few go-to food options around, whether that's if you can meal prep and make something that's whole foods or whatever and have it in your freezer, like that burrito, for example, that was almost all whole foods in that thing. So if you can have some stuff around like that, and then some of these more convenient foods, like black bean patties for me are also really good, but it's all about a mix, right?
that's the second lunch there. I'm going to make a little bit of coffee too. We got that going, but hold on. Yeah, boom. Second lunch there. 2 vegan buffalo chicken patties with the Sara Lee Artisano buns, spinach, and the vegan mayo. Not as good as what Charlie makes, but good enough to get us fueled up. I'm going to make my coffee, and then I will see you guys later, probably to close it out with the dinner. And this is what recovery is all about. Nice little runs in the morning, and then good calories throughout the day. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Look at this. Oh, it was 350.0 exactly, and then it changed to 349.5. I don't know how it got lighter, but look at that. We almost had a perfectly weighed coffee. Maybe tomorrow. All right, guys, we're back. 5:47, dinner time. Chefing up. Mildly burnt sausages. Bang. She said, blackened. But this is the real pièce de résistance. That looks really good. All right, guys, dinner here. Finished product. What would you call this? White beans. White bean stew with kale. Smells really good. Wholesome. You got the vegan sausage on top. Orzo for some carbs. And then whole wheat bread here for some extra carbs. Bang. Thank you. All right, guys. It is 7:34. Dinner has been consumed. Kitchen is clean. Kids are in bed. Just want to close it out here with one last word on the SC Trainer V2 here. So overall, solid shoe. I'm happy with how it did. I still think it's competitive given all the new shoes that we've tested and released. And like the Puma Deviate Nitro 2, man, I'm excited to see what they do in the next generation, if they bump it up closer to what the Skyward X and Super Blaster are doing. But regardless, still a great shoe if you want something comfortable, supportive, and soft. And it was the perfect shoe for our recovery day today. So last little note, bang, look at that. I think we're 3 out of 4 on the getting it back there. But last little note on just recovery, man. Calories are king. I usually like to give you 3 things, but calories are king. Let's see. Second one, sleep. Trying to get those 8 hours for me has been huge. And then just the general mindset on these recovery days of going out, getting some easy mileage, moving the legs, but not overexerting the body. So that's all I have for you guys today. Tomorrow, we're going to be getting the long run in one of those shoes over there. So I will see you guys then. Stay healthy.